Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Foodie with Trudy. I'm your host, Trudy. I'm here today with Adosa and a special guest here, Richard. He is a Real Madrid fan, just like our boy Kachi. We're going to talk about three things today, really quickly. The slot machine. Is he lucky or is he a genius? We're going to talk about the strength of the Premier League in comparison to how they do in the Champions League. And we're going to talk about Super Sunday's game, the Manchester United derby. We're going to start it off with slots. It's international break. Didn't have a game last week, but we're going to start it off with Edosa if he wants to tell us what he thought about the Arsenal versus Liverpool game. The question remains: is Slot a genius or is he just lucky?
I think that he's not lucky, but he's maximized the blessings he received from Klopp. That makes any sense. So when you think about like the quintessential Klopp team, they blow really hard for like 3 quarters of the season, then kind of die out towards the end. But he managed to find a way to like preserve the energy of the team throughout the season. It's also like ridiculous fitness luck because they basically didn't really have any injuries last season. But this year, this is the first time that he's actually having to build a team, and some of the signings already look suspect. Some of the signings don't look suspect.
To be fair, the only signing he made last season looked suspect right off the bat.
Hey,
Looks suspect.
so maybe there is consistency there that you shouldn't let him sign players. But like, no, I think at the end of the day, if you look at Liverpool team, like it's the best goalkeeper in recent memory in EPL. It's the best defender in recent memory in EPL. It's a defender that if he stays long enough, we want the best defender in the history of the EPL too. The midfielders are solid. I don't think that they're creative or anything. They're just like proper clogger midfielders. But then that's like Liverpool heritage. They have a very good right winger who is probably one of the best players ever played in the EPL. And then they went and bought two strikers that will start in almost every team in the league. So at that point, like, is it luck? You spent 500 million euros to make your team as good as it can get, and that is all like first team players. So I think he does enough things that even if he has any deficiency, he has talent to cover any mistakes that he makes, which is really what makes good managers with them.
Richard, what would you say about you mentioned it before we started recording, you mentioned you don't really know much about his history before Liverpool. I too don't know much about him. I only know two things about him before Liverpool. He lost against Mourinho in the Conference Cup with his former team, Malaysia's former team, final, and he was in the same league with Ten Hag, and Ten Hag used to whoop him. So I don't know. Is it just a matter of better players, so I'm winning, or is he truly just a better coach?
You want to sugarcoat it, you don't win the league by luck. Although you could say the quality of the Premier League last season was suspect, in my opinion anyways. I think many of the big teams were not at their best. It's a bit like the 2016
Some of them
Leicester
were
season.
16th. Mm-hmm.
It's a bit like the Leicester season in 2016. You have to give Leicester their props, right? But the reality is that many of those teams were undergoing transition. The team that wasn't just kind of went flat-footed in January, I think, Arsenal. So I think that was a bit like what last season was, but you can't take anything away from what they did. And Slot did a great job winning many of his games the way he won them. Although I think if Arsenal were at their game, they could have closed that gap a bit later on in the season. But it's what it is. You just give them what their due respect. The thing is, we'll find out now if it's all, luck or there's actually something about him. Because before the game against PSG in the Champions League last season, I was saying PSG probably wins because they can cope with that physicality in midfield. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, those guys, they are not the best defensively, but they can run around. McAllister is good on the ball. Gravenberch, but then their basic strength is the way they run around and stuff. So if anybody can match that, to me, you can beat Liverpool. You take Salah out of the game, you can beat Liverpool. Now they are a whole different team, and we'll see how Slot manages that. I think one of the things he has to manage is egos as well, because Isak is coming as so-called one of the best strikers in the world. Salah is one of the best players in the league ever. So who's going to kind of become that main man? I don't think it goes away from Salah, but then I think Isak will be looking at that main man spot and thinking, this guy is getting old. I can do something there. It all depends. There's also two strikers. There's one in form and you're bringing another one. It's all about how he manages these guys. I think that's what will be the difference for me.
Was he in form or was he struggling for contracts? Not struggling for contracts, struggling for first team. I don't want to chop bench, bro. I don't want to chop.
Yeah. But I mean, he started well. He can't take that away from him. He started well. Only God knows how far that will go. But his first few games have been decent. So we'll see. That this season, what I'm basically trying to say is that this season will say a lot about if Klopp is really that guy or not.
I have a fear that this season is going to turn out like last season in respect to the main challengers dropping the ball, so to speak. Like City hasn't started well. You're already seeing the cracks in Arsenal because of injuries. Not even at this point, not even his fault, because of injuries.
What cracks, Tom?
Bro, like all you guys are injured. The main guys are injured already.
Yeah, and then Liverpool played them with basically a full team and didn't do anything. Like I think that the part, I didn't watch the game live. When I watched it back, I wasn't as emotionally like scared or anything. And like these guys didn't do anything for 60 minutes. No shot on target, no nothing. And then they get a random free kick and score. And it kind of everybody revised their articles on defensive Arsenal. Meanwhile, like nobody had ever looked at Calafrio and said, "Oh, this is the center back, left back." Like Calafrio doesn't defend, but he's holding Salah down if he has to. Like the midfield, you have Merino that plays striker for like the whole of last season in midfield.
No, but that's the concern. That's the concern, isn't it? Like Bournemouth puts 3 past these guys. Was it 2 past these guys? A 10-man Newcastle put 2 past them.
Yeah.
If Arsenal was full strength, they would have put goals past them.
Yeah,
Arsenal not being full strength.
But the point is that even without a full team, now I was saying that we're going to beat them. I wouldn't have said that last season. Right? So like without a full team, Arsenal does not. I don't think Arsenal needs a full team to put up the display that they need to put up. I think that this game came maybe like 5 weeks too early. So like normally Arsenal need a couple of games to kind of figure out what they're trying to do. Like we still don't play with our striker. Like we legit don't even pass the ball to him at all. So like I feel like there's many layers to an Arsenal team that you're not going to really see till like November, December. And that is when the season will start. Now, if Liverpool are already like 10 points ahead, then what can we do at that point, right? But like, I don't think they will be 10 points ahead because unless they start playing all their games the way they played against us, like the line that they had, like defensive line in that Arsenal game was the deepest they've had in like 3 seasons. Like Slot did not come to that game as a home team. He came as an away team that didn't want to lose. And that's against the weakened Arsenal. So I think he's not naive because Klopp would have come out guns blazing and that would have opened chances for Martinelli, right? But like Slot is not naive. So he will always try to make it so that at least he won't lose. It's just that because he has a lot of like attacking talent, they can easily blow down guys when they get their 5 minutes of form in a match. That's just different between like them and other teams. In terms of the season being like last year, I don't think that's true. I think that a lot of the teams, the distance between teams has compressed. Like Real Madrid are thinking of signing players from like Crystal Palace now. You don't get that if you have a weak league, right? So like they signed the player from Bournemouth. Like at some point you just have to realize that it's not the case that this is a weak league. There's enough teams that will damage you if you give them space to play. So yeah.
That's a good segue though, regarding the strength of the Premier League. So is it strong in terms of might in Europe or just strong in terms of it's entertaining because anybody can beat anybody. Because in Europe, you don't see that presence. I don't want to say in the lower. Obviously, you see it in Europa and Conference League. I'm talking about the Champions League itself. City won it how many years ago? Two. I want to say 2 years ago, 2, 3. Then before that, it was Chelsea in 2020. No, who won it in 2020? Was it 2020? I'm thinking of Bayern. Bayern won it in
It
2020.
was
That was COVID.
2021.
2021.
2021. Chelsea won it in
Yeah.
2021. Then before that,
Yeah, but like, if it's not an English team, who wins it? I feel like that's the part that people don't always talk about. Like, there's always an English team or two in the semi-final.
is that really?
Always. Always. There's at least one. Yeah, sure, there's always Barcelona and Real Madrid too, but like, they're like super close by every definition of the word super close. Like, they're Man City without the oil money kind of clubs, right? So like, the mere fact that we already know that for the next 10 years, the finals of the Europa League is always going to contain an English team tells you everything you need to know. That's everything you need to know.
The thing with that, I think the major difference is the spending power and the money these guys have. The other guys in Europe cannot compete. The best players want to go to. Take a look at one of the best right backs in La Liga in recent times, Yeremi Pino. These are guys the league should be keeping to kind of keep making it competitive. But the guy is in Crystal Palace or something now. So, and he's gone for money, he's gone for more exposure, and that's what the Premier League gives you. It's been happening, but now it's really high up there. Like they can't even compete. La Liga cannot compete. Serie A cannot even try it. France just has PSG. So yeah, it just cannot happen. The money is the major difference, and more we see how much money plays a big role in football now. So it will continue being this way for the next until Perez and what's the other guy's name? Laporta look at it and be like, do you know what? Let's diversify this money more so that the other 18 guys can spend more to buy players, better quality players, or maybe I don't know. So that's probably the only reasonable thing that can happen. But as long as it is right now, I don't see it changing, and it will only get higher.
As a Man U fan, you'd excuse me if I don't believe how money can change football because, bro, we'll spend 300 mil, but no different. no difference.
But like,
man.
it's this. So I think truly the part that you continue to not like, you choose to not understand is that the amount of money you spend on like transfer does not really matter. It's the amount of salaries that you spend. Like Sunderland's salary cap is like probably like the entire bottom half of La Liga combined at this point. Like the players that they signed this summer, Xhaka, there's this
There's a guy,
Leipzig.
there's this Dutch guy they signed. I forget his
Like
name.
these are players that you would never even imagine someone like they've not been in the league up to 2 weeks. They've already signed all these guys, right? So like
they have an
it's
entirely
how
new
you
squad. It's only just one person that's still playing their certain level that was there last season.
So like Wrexham is already signing players for like 10 million. Wrexham that this guy bought just how many years ago, right? So like it's the wages. The reason why Man United isn't relegated today is that their team on average is collecting more salary than a Wolves, for example, or any team that got relegated last year. Otherwise, you guys should have been relegated because what the performances on the pitch do not make any sense. But then you can have a Bruno wake up and just do something random out of nowhere, and you get 3 points that separates you from 17th to 18th place. That's why I didn't get relegated last season. And then this year you have Mbeumo, Bruno, and Cunha on top of that. So now you have 3 more guys that you pay ridiculous amount of money that can bail you out. He's back. He's already back. He posted Sunday that he's back on Sunday.
Okay. Richard.
Yeah.
Real Madrid for the UCL this season?
I always there's never been a season that's come in the last 10 years at least that I'm like, nah, we can't go for
even if you meet us now.
Yeah, even if we meet us now. So
stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Home and away, stop it.
we go park on and go on a horse, man. I don't know if you can.
I mean, look, it's fine. Some people, their main trophy in life is beating you. Your own main trophy is winning other people. So, like, is
Yeah.
that 2016 was milked until 2025. It'll be milked for another probably 20 years again.
But you haven't beat them, though.
I promise you that they will give you another one this season, guaranteed. There will be another Real Madrid Arsenal game this season.
Yeah, so that has been happening recently in the Champions League, actually, when there's a new match. Because in 20, what was it? When we met Chelsea for the first time I think for the first time ever in Champions League, then we met them for like 2 seasons in a row. So I think that will happen.
That's been happening with Man City. You guys play Man City.
Yeah, I'm even bored. I'm bored of the Man City matches now. It's becoming too much. It's becoming too much. Last season, I was fed up. I think Arsenal is built to be. So if they win, it will still be a shock to me. But Arsenal's team is built like a tournament team. Because yeah. So the thing is, I've not seen it. I can't remember a team that has won the UCL without like a very good defense. No matter how much you want to trash, even our teams that win the UCL, you might say, "Oh, we score more goals than them," but we've always had. Last season, we only lost to. I mean, the season we won Champions League 2024, we only lost to Atletico Madrid the whole season. So you just need to have a good. You start from there and then you build up midfield. I don't think anything changes in terms of Arsenal and I mean, if they win it now, it will be they bought Gyökeres, but I don't think so. It's the same way I didn't think Haaland was the one that made them win. The 2020 made Man City win 2020.
Yeah, that was Lukaku.
But it would always be on the record that it will always be on the record that Haaland came and they won the UCL. But if you really look at it, it's been a solid thing that just needed that maybe luck on their side or just finishing touches mentality. You can always disagree, but that's just my own view of it. So Arsenal.
No. I'm just saying that I don't think it's your choice. I think it's going to be easy if you end up winning anything. It should just be like easy went supernova, and that's all we're looking for. So the striker at Arsenal legit doesn't even matter.
So do you think?
In my opinion.
Do you think Odegaard not being in from that last season maybe impacted? Yeah.
Well, see, Odegaard, like the injury that he had, the very first injury that he had, if you are playing American football, you're out for the season. That's the end of your season. So that he came back, the first time I saw Odegaard take a shot last season since September of last year was in the game against PSG when we were losing. And the guy just got angry and put his foot through the ball. And I was like, oh, you still know how to shoot. I've been waiting for this for a couple of months now, right? So I just think that like last season, I know everybody like, oh, excuse, but there's no team that wins without their best players on the pitch. That's just fact.
Simple as.
So it's not even a crazy situation. Like the year that Liverpool were about to win the league and they had one injury. And that was the end of their season. Then you now lose Saka, you lose Gabriel, you lose Odegaard, you lose Saliba, you lose everybody.
Or even the prime Liverpool team that Real Madrid beat in the finals after Ramos killed Saha's shoulder, bro. Like, yeah. Why are you looking like that? Like you don't remember.
Everybody.
What did Salah do for 30 minutes?
He killed him in the 11th minute. He didn't last up to 30 minutes.
He didn't do anything.
He killed him like in the 11th minute.
I mean,
that's the Salah special. It does nothing that scores penalties.
He didn't do anything. I'm going to stand on that. We had an injury that was worse than Salah's one in that same final. Well, Cavall was not a main part of our team as well. He was out 5 minutes after Salah. I mean, see what you want, but wait, I mean, if you are talking about injuries, I might as well add that as well.
Is this the one?
I might as well add that. No, see, that if you even before the game, I think it was clear we're going to win. It's a bit like when Barcelona faced Man United, not the 2009 one, the 2011 one. There was just something in the air that was like, that is a bit too much.
Even Ferguson was scared. Like,
yeah, so
he was looking nervous. He was looking nervous. He was looking nervous. He was looking nervous, man. Like,
I don't even think we played really, really, really good in that final, except for times when Mane scared us. And then maybe there was an Arnold shot. But apart from that, we're quite comfortable. Salah was not there. He was not doing anything in that game. Sorry.
Because you broke his shoulder in the second minute. No, what?
No,
Man was running like this.
he was 30 minutes now. He was there for 30 minutes. He didn't do anything.
He tried to play it off, but they were like, all right, you can't play this thing. Get out.
He locked his
Remember?
arm into...
Anyway.
But that, to be honest, that is
Yeah.
Salah in general, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
yeah, fair enough. That's Salah. So.
Oh my God. To the spirit. Okay. Who do you have winning the Champions League, Adesso?
Arsenal, baby. Entire time. They breathe heavy.
Even how hard it was for PSG to beat Arsenal and Liverpool and what they showed against Chelsea in the Club World. I don't know whether I should use the Club World Cup. I think these guys are actually very weak against the English team. So I feel like if they meet an English team, they'll have a problem. I think I'll pick Barca. I'll pick Barca to win the Champions League.
The game I've been waiting for the last 3 years is Arsenal Barcelona.
Bro wants revenge. He said, now that I'm good, I want revenge, bro.
Break them. See,
this
like,
highlight.
Yamal will kill Calafiori. Let me just get that to record. Yamal will kill the living thing. But when we attack them, good. Incredible things to do.
Saka won't know what to do with so much space, man. Bro, like nobody's
Huh?
kicking me as I'm gliding.
No triple team. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Wait, it's going to be like, is this how Anthony eats in the in La Liga? I'm about to transfer.
No wonder. No wonder. Saka is fine. You can transfer there. Go and play there for 2 seasons. Go and start part.
It's good in this team. Oh God.
No, I really want to play Barcelona. But yeah. Anyways, we'll see. I just think that it's just something about the team. Like when I look at all 22 players on our squad, I'm like, you know what? There are some things that would change, but I'm happy with what I'm seeing. That's where I'm at now. So
speaking of happy with what you're seeing, somebody disrespectfully called this the mid-table clash, Manchester United versus Manchester City. I
believe it's called the Battle of the Mid.
That's even worse. I was trying to put
I
some
believe
flowers
that's what
on
he
it.
called it. I believe that's what he called it.
Look at his face. He's disgusted. He's like, ew.
Like I'm not used to talking about things below seconds.
Ew. It's like, yes. So I have to scroll for where you guys are. Yes. Who's winning the match, Richard?
Yeah, I'll still say City, but it's not. I'll say City or a draw because I really see I love Cunha. I love Cunha a lot. But there's just something about I don't feel Bruno can play where they're asking him to play. And when you leave so much space in the middle, you're giving people who thrive on space. You understand? When you leave only Casemiro there, you're asking for trouble. First off, he doesn't even have the legs to begin with, and the whole setup. Bruno is not a CM. I'll die on that fact. He can't be a CM. He's not press resistant. I don't think he's good enough. He's in terms of being creative. He can create from anywhere, even from his box, because he has that good kick in him. You know, he has
that range.
Yeah, he has the balls to kind of just play a pass anywhere and don't care if he misses it or, you know.
I wouldn't call it balls as I would call it lack of football like
That's a polite way. That's a polite way to put it. No, but and you can't play like that in CM. You can't keep dashing them the ball like that and then try to defend again. That's defeating the whole purpose. I think it's either you play with somebody who's quite good on the ball, very press resistant, a good passer. He has range, but he's also a very good short passer. He can break lines with passes. You can't sustain that kind of play with Bruno. Somebody would say Bruno should play one of those 10s between Cunha and Mbeumo. But when you think about it, he's not that kind of player still. He's not somebody that can run at anybody. He's not a good dribbler.
He doesn't drive.
He doesn't drive. He's just from his standing position, creativity, fine. But that's about it. That's my own opinion, anyways. Watching Bruno, and he can spring surprises with that kind of thing. But when it comes to when you now want to play bigger boys, that's when we really know. As we saw it against Tottenham, he lost the ball. Tottenham scored in the Europa League. The last Man United match I watched.
No, keep going, because that's how Arsenal scored their corner. He lost the ball and gave the corner away. Arsenal scored their corner.
Fulham, after missing a penalty, he lost the ball. They scored. So he's not, and he tries to be. If he's somebody who knows his strengths and weaknesses and is like, let me just play safe. He wants to play the way he wants to still try to beat that press, and they're always taking the ball off him. You can't work like that against. No matter how bad Man City is, they're still good players there. They still have Haaland. I think, I think Man City win. I just think Man City win.
But what if the entire point of it is that Man City are a mid-table team? So,
bro,
that's where I'll get to find out. That's how bad you'll be if you're losing against this. But I like the guy. What was the last match the Man City played?
Spurs? Was it Spurs?
It wasn't a good game, but
Spurs,
it wasn't a good game. But I like Rangers, Tijani Rangers a lot. But I watched him in AC Milan. I think he played against us. He's quite a good player. I like him, and other guys they bought as well. They're all right. I've not seen so much of Czechia, but people seem to sing his praises.
We'll see. No more. So, when Leon was giving it to Man U, I saw him. So two-footed, left foot, right foot.
He's injured. Man City.
He's injured.
Yeah. Oh, he's injured.
He's injured.
Well,
that's why he didn't play last.
I think he's out for like 2 months.
Yeah, that's why he didn't play last game.
Yeah, it won't shock me if Man United win. By the way, I wouldn't be shocked. But it's just I just see Man City winning.
The problem is that Man United used up the win against. Who did you play last? Burnley. You're meant to draw that game so you can win this game. But
there's a lack of quality in United, especially when you think of the whole idea of his play. Wing backs must be really good, but when you think of
Amorim.
Yeah, Amorim. But Dogu to me is not that quality. He's all right. He's got the legs. But apart from that, I saw a cross against Grimsby, and that was where I had it. Like that's you can't go past that.
No, what's funny? I'm actually on the other side of this argument. I think Dogu is like one of the best players.
Well, because his legs.
No, every time they play, he's the only person that seems to like be following some kind of script. Like they told him to do something, so he's doing it.
He's playing for his salary, man. I think it's
no,
like
but
the lowest paid.
So
after
I think Dogu is really good, but it's still so my issue with Man United is that they buy players for an idea, not necessarily who the player is. Before Dogu joined them, he was already on that Saka trajectory where you were a left back, they turn into a right winger, and you're cutting on your left to score. And if you notice, he has really ridiculous shots from half space that always hit the bar. This guy shoots really well. He could possibly pay that. If you're going to end up doing inverted wing back, might as well just put in there anyways and call it a day and find someone else to play left back.
That's what we do.
No, but he's playing on a strong foot, and Dalo is rubbish on his strong foot, on his inverted foot. Do you understand?
No, but that's what we played for Burnley. I think Dogu played on the right and Dalo played on the left.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that.
The assist from Dalo was on his left. I know that for sure. I remember. It was on his left foot from Dalo. The assist for Dalo for Mbomo's goal was on his left. Remember? It was.
Yeah, but it was on the left side of the pitch.
Dalo, yes. And he's right-footed. That means...
Was Dogu playing?
Dogu. That means Dogu was on the other side. And
I'm pretty sure Dogu was not playing at that point. Because Ahmad was on the pitch from the start. So Dogu would have been playing his regular position. Anyways, I feel like Amorim is out of his depth, but long may he continue. Lifetime contract. I'm willing to bankrupt my entire family to keep him in that job.
Like I said in the chats, what really worries me about Amorim is the way he's getting rid of all our wingers. It's almost like he wants to ensure that when he leaves and another manager comes, we can't play normal 4-2-3-1, man, because we don't have any wingers left.
But you have wingers though. Mbeumo is the right winger, and you're forcing him to play 10.
And
Ahmad is the right winger. You're making him play 10. Kuna
it,
can
man.
play on the left wing if you want him to play there.
I don't like this can play nonsense, man. I like people with
No,
their
but like-
positions. I don't like this, oh, well, you can put me here, can put me there, put me here. No. What is your position?
No.
Right? Kind of like these
Yeah.
guys that when you're playing in FIFA, they don't go to the squad this thing. They just press X and they're already like, bro, do you know you can edit it? You're like, no, I'm good,
But
bro.
like, you could play 4-4-3. So I think what's funny about the whole midfield thing, given that it's such a big problem for you guys, a very simple fix is just play 3 in midfield and can still play a narrow 3 in attack if you don't want wingers.
We don't do simple fixes here, man. We don't do that here. We like to sweat the
I'm going to
fans.
get whatever he gets at the end of the day. But yeah, I hope you guys can break the course. Yeah, you know, Amorim still hasn't won 2 games in a row since last season, even when you include other competitions and when you include 30 games. And then you guys went on vacation, came back and continued counting, and you still not won 2 games in a row.
We won 2 games in preseason.
Nah, I checked, bro. I've checked.
We did. we beat West Ham and Bournemouth. No? Wasn't that back to back?
West Ham and Bournemouth.
Yeah,
When?
preseason.
Where?
Preseason.
No, you drew one of the games.
No. Actually, I think you're right. I think we drew the Bournemouth.
You
game. We beat West Ham.
You did the league, FA Cup, Europa League, friendlies, went on holiday, came back,
Don't
still
worry.
can't win 2 games in a row.
Don't worry, it's okay. This is it.
Time to break the course, though. I'm
This
there
is
with you
it.
guys.
Pep. So who do you think will win? Man U to win?
Realistically, it's a draw, but I'll take the Man U win, though.
I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw win, obviously.
You too.
Shut up. Quick one before we go. Richard, do you know anything about Lemons? I don't even know whether that's his name. The new goalie?
It's
Lemons.
when life gives
No
you
idea.
lemons.
That's literally why I'm trying to remember his name. Because that was the post our admin puts.
Yeah, I saw a meme that said he looks like a scientist, which was funny, but I don't know. He might turn out good. I don't know. Yeah, he might turn out.
It's the old Man U motto, man. You can't be any worse, right? You can't be any worse than Onana, right? Right?
Well, you can. Belende is dead. Whatever
I
his
mean-
name is, the Turkish guy, literally water on Nana.
Those guys
Just
are
racism.
those guys are different shades of shits, man. I genuinely don't
It's
know who is
racism.
worse. I genuinely
It's
don't know who
racism.
is worse, man. Like,
Honestly, it's racism. That's just the truth. Because if Onana was as bad as that guy, they would have burnt him in your stadium. 100%.
no. I think Baindia, because we don't know his name, can save a shot in theory.
He can't do anything.
He can
brother.
save a shot, but he can't deal with
can't do.
crosses. Onana can
can't do
literally let a
anything.
shot pass him. I think that's
See.
the problem. Anyway,
I
We'll
don't
see.
think that's true. But the Lemons guy, I've watched highlights. Obviously, I'm not like I'm watching his game in whatever league he's coming from. But
Okay.
like, he can score headers, so that's nice. He scores
Yeah.
headers though, on corner kick.
What more can I ask for? What more?
But it's still the same thing where like, so this I don't get about Man U. Your regular keeper is really bad at claiming crosses. So
He's a
you
midfielder.
sign an even younger goalkeeper who doesn't seem to be good at claiming crosses either, and is going to make mistakes. Well, hey, it's a shame that we've already played you guys.
He's
But hopefully
United.
we'll play you guys.
It's just United. That was just it.
Something is going on. Something's in the water. over
Nothing is going on. You need to
Something's
forget
going
about this
on,
thing.
man. Something's going on.
Every time something is going on, you
Something's
change,
been
bro.
going on.
You change the manager, you change the owners, you change the players, you change the ball, you change the stadium, you change the training ground,
Why would
you
you
change the
stadium? Shut up.
boats. What else do you want? They already fixed the leaking roof. You said they changed stadium, bro. Like, I don't know what you guys want. Everything is
You guys
play
are nervous,
ball.
man. It's a play ball.
Play ball. every time it's the zebra under the stadium.
Something, man. I've never seen anything like this. But we'll see how it goes. Champions League coming up. We'll see how that goes. That's what serious teams do their thing. I think Man U will draw, hopefully. Or is it going to be another embarrassing loss at the Etihad? Every time we go to the Etihad, no. I'm
Like,
gonna save
Man
this
U
last
in the
season, right?
Champions League.
No. Etihad, Man U versus City.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be-
Arthur.
Well, we're the Champions League this season. Relax with that. Relax with that. You see us there. You heard it here first. What day is
Chidi,
it?
if you go to Champions League, I'll buy
You
you.
heard it here.
What should I buy you?
You
Chidi?
heard it here, man. Just buy me a ticket to go watch one game.
Just give him a
I'm
jersey.
down. I'm down for that. If
Go
you
ahead.
enter Champions League, I'll buy you tickets.
To go watch one game. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, nigga. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. As always, continue to love football. Remember to follow Instagram and YouTube. Peace.